come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
37-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Minshew with a give to Fournette. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action, it's Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Minshew. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
Hunter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Minshew throwing on third down. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Fournette again.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Raiders 3. Will Lutz set to
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Denver.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings,
here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40. before he's out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. To throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And get that to Fournette, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 34. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up Third down.
They'll drop the throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside game. And the ball is knocked out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
This is Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and 8. They'll run with Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And thank Galladay, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, Stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Eight yards to go on second down. On the run, it's Fournette. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Get it down to the 7. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Fournette. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Minshew. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead is up to 14.
Kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 20, Raiders 6.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A.J. Epinesa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
A deep shot that's complete, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
27 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
At the 3-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Tonight's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road